Okay, I'm back with another dinner recipe. I have some Jack Daniel's baby back ribs, which I purchased from Walmart. I have my Kraft triple cheddar cheese mix. I have my ready cut noodles, which is already in my storage container. And I have some corn on the cob, which I've already peeled apart. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to take my pot, of course, add some water, just halfway, and I'm adding some salt because I don't want my ready cut noodles to stick as they start to cook. And I'm going to also add my olive oil. I'm going to add a good amount of olive oil. And I already got, as you can see, my pot already heating. I'm going to add some ready cut noodles, not too much, but just, I'll say a small amount because I'm going to be using a square small glass pan to make the macaroni in. So I'm going to just go ahead and give that a stir and let that cook. Once it's done cooking, I'm going to strain the noodles. See, I have my square glass pan already with my aluminum foil, and I'm adding my ready cut noodles, and I'm going to go ahead and add my mixture, which is mozzarella cheese creamy melt. I'm also going to add some Mexican blended mixed cheese and also my triple cheddar cheese. So I got 3 different cheese mixes, as you can see, and I'm going ahead and adding them to my ready cut noodles. Also, I'm going to add some heavy whipped cream. You need the heavy whipped cream so the cheese can come out creamy. But it's up to you. There's many ways to make macaroni and cheese. Make it as you desire. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir. I'm going to mix the cheese. I'm going to mix the heavy whipped cream, the noodles. I'm going to mix that together. And I'm going to add some more cheese. So like I said, I want this to be cheesy. I'm also going to add some whole milk to this as well. You got to add some milk and some butter, unsalted butter from Land O'Lakes, my favorite brand. And once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and stick that in the oven on 350 for about an hour. But in between, I will mix the macaroni and cheese. I will show you guys later. So I have my Jack Daniel's baby back ribs. I got 2 slabs. Mind you, this is already pre-cooked ribs, and it already has the barbecue glaze. So I'm going to go ahead and open the package with my scissors, as you see me doing it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I tasted the barbecue sauce. I don't like this sauce, so I washed them off really good. I'm going to add my own Kraft honey barbecue sauce. So like I said, I'm not going to use the sauce that it came in the package because I don't like that sauce. It's very nasty. So I'm going to wash them off. And once I wash them off, I'm going to come back and I'm going to just basically cut them in half. So that's what you see me doing right now. I'm cutting them in half, showing you how it look. Mind you, these ribs are already cooked. You just need to heat them. But of course, I'm going to let them sit in the oven for about an hour. Okay. Alrighty. So as you can see, this is how they look. Now I'm going to add my Kraft sweet honey barbecue sauce. This is my favorite. I like Baby Ray's as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and add them to my ribs. This sauce is so good, y'all. Like I grew up off this sauce. So to each his own. You use, what you want to use. Some people make their own barbecue sauce. I don't know how to do that yet, but maybe I'll look at some tutorials. So as you see, I'm just spreading the sauce on my ribs. I'm going to go ahead and add them to my square glass pan. As you can see, I'm going to also sauce up the back of the ribs. So I'm just doing the front. Haven't forgot about the back of the ribs. So trust me, I'm just adding more. I'll, make sure I cover, every nook and cranny because I want this to come out, perfect. And like I said, I love barbecue sauce, a lot of it. So as you can see, I'm flipping over the ribs, the baby back ribs. And these baby back ribs are pretty meaty. They're very, very meaty. So this is, Jack Daniel's. This is my first time buying these pre-cooked baby back ribs. I've seen them for many years at Walmart, so I decided to purchase them. Like I said, I don't have a grill, but I have made ribs in the oven, but not baby back, but the spare ribs. So as you can see, I'm adding my sauce. Now I'm going to stick this in the oven for 350 for an hour. So I'm taking out my baked macaroni and cheese. It's not done yet. Of course, you have to kind of like stir this around a couple of times. You want to make sure the cheese and also the whipped cream is over all the noodles. You want to make sure it's blended well. So you must stir as you bake. I don't know how people make their macaroni and cheese, but this is how I do. So I'm going to add more cheese and a little bit more whipped cream because like I said, I want this to be cheesy and creamy. But this will be the last time I add, more cheese, and, once it bakes, it'll be done. And I'll show you the outcome at the end. So as you can see, I'm mixing everything together, blending it well, making sure all the noodles have the cheese and the heavy whipped cream on them. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven for about a good 30 to 35 minutes. And I'm going to let it finish. This is how it looks. So next I'm going to take my corn on the cob. And so what I'm going to do, like I said, I peeled the leaves off. I cleaned it up really, really well. It took some time. I'm just going to go ahead and cut the ends of the corn on the cob, and I'm going to just, break them in the middle. They're pretty easy to break in the middle. It's not complicated, but it was pretty kind of like hard to cut the ends because the ends are kind of like a stem at the end. So it was kind of a little bit hard, but like I applied pressure and, it was done. So like I said, I'm breaking them in the middle and I'm just, putting them side by side, pretty easy. And once I'm done, I'm going to take my grill saucepan, add a little bit of unsalted butter, and bring it up to a medium heat, and I'm going to kind of like grill my corn on the cob. I normally boil it, with some just basic unsalted butter and a little salt, but this time I want a grill taste and a grill effect, so I'm going to just use my grill saucepan, which I love. And like I said, I'm adding my corn on the cob. This is like it takes less than 8 minutes to cook if you already have your saucepan preheated. So I'm just gonna, as they're cooking, you just, constantly turn them because you want it all sides to be cooked properly in the butter. So I'm just turning them. I'm gonna also add a little bit salt as well, not too much. And like I said, I'm just going to turn them until they look like this. So they're about done. Once, they finish cooking, I got the grill a little bit charred look. I'm going to take them off the saucepan and we'll be about done. Okay. And this is how it looks. Now my macaroni and cheese is finally done out the oven. Like I said, it cooked for an hour and this is how it looks. Very creamy, very cheesy. I love my, aluminum foil because I don't like, it's easy to wash it. And mind you, I got a dishwasher, but I don't like all those stains, so I always cook with aluminum foil. This is how the ribs look. Now the ribs, I cooked these ribs for about an hour. Mind you, the ribs is already pre-cooked, so this is how it looks. I can tell the ribs were smoked. I guess they smoked the ribs because they kind of look red, but that's how the ribs are supposed to look. So I decided to keep a rack and a half for another hour, and they look, now these are the type of ribs I like, these look perfect. They're not burnt. I think they like a little bit overly cooked, but this is how I like them. So this is why I'm showing you this part of the video. I let these cook a little bit longer. And this is the final look of my corn on the cob grilled. So good, delicious. Oh my God. Just add butter, a little bit lime, and you're good. So dinner is ready. Dinner is ready to be served, to me and my girls. They enjoyed it. Easy, dinner. Shouldn't take no more than an hour. And this is the final look. Look at these ribs. They are so good. Let me tell y'all something. The corn, that macaroni and cheese, my kids tore this down. I'm a cooker. I love cooking. And this is our Saturday night dinner. And I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, and share.